Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. First and foremost, I'd like to start this lesson by giving all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and taught me this 100% truth. Salutations unto the 144,000 doing the work of the Lord in all truth and sincerity. Shalom to the 1/3 men, women, and children who sincerely believe in this word being taught unto them, the full 100% truth. Back at you with another lesson entitled The Nations Are Being Gathered and These Curses Are Being Flipped. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Nations Are Being Gathered part first. So it's been brought to my attention that Yemen, which I believe is a quote-unquote Arab country, they're now, they're now being added into the conflict. I believe they're backed by Iran, as Elder Apostle Tahar said, what's going to cause World War III ultimately is just a conglomeration of numerous proxy wars that then just finalize into one. Okay, so that's pretty much what we see playing out. Prophecy is unfolding. It's beautiful, man. Okay, but we have to remain spiritual and not be carnally minded, and see what's going on, man. Measuring the times diligently, not acting in the flesh. All right. So yeah, man, we're just watching these prophecies unfold, man. So I'm gonna get into a bit of this article. Lord willing, I'm gonna leave the link in the description. I'm not gonna read all of it. I'm gonna kind of just skim through, bring out the precepts. Lord willing, it's edifying, man. So it says here, the title is. This is from India Today. It says Yemen's Houthis declare joining Israel-Hamas war. Okay, it says part of an axis of resistance backed by Iran. Okay, the Houthis have rallied behind the Palestinians since Hamas attacked Israel on October the 7th. I just came to mind, man, that number 7, representing the number of completion, man. Okay, so we are coming, we're coming into the finality of these prophecies unfolding, man. So we know that, as it says in Romans 13 and 11, and knowing that, our salvation is nearer than when we believed, man. Okay, our salvation is nearer than when we believe, because we see all these things unfolding, all these things coming to pass, and the prophecies are speeding up, man. Okay, doesn't it say in Matthew 24 how the Lord will speed up the times for the elect's sake? So you got all these people in the world talking about times just flies these days and blah blah blah. Yeah, that's being sped up for us hopeful elect. Okay, so reading on in the article, it says Yemen's Houthis have waded into the Israel-Hamas war, raging more than 1,000 miles from their seat of power in Sana'a. So lucky for my pronunciations, declaring on Tuesday that they had fired drones and missiles at Israel in attacks that highlight the regional risks of the conflict. So you see, hey man, I got an interesting picture to show as well, man. But you see, pretty much the whole world is waking up to these small hats, man. The whole world is waking up to who the true devil are. The scum of the earth. Okay. The JOOS's, the lickle hats. Alright? But also you have to see what Esau's doing, man. You know, because even who is it, that HOI leader, talking about they want to, you know, all the camps to get together in Chicago on Saturday, right, and come against the Palestinians, man. You know, but you see, what these dumb jakes don't realize is that you just help forward Esau's agenda by just acting in the flesh, you know, which so let it be, because, you know, if a situation plays out like that, and now it's you got these various camps coming together to fight against these Palestinians, man, you need to remember, what's this devil all about? This devil, his motto is order out of chaos. So you know, you come with the chaos, you know, he creates the chaos, you act on it, and then he brings the order. And what's that order gonna be, man? Martial law. All right, complete and utter lockdown, complete and utter draconian measures, man. Now a man is really gonna desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for real. All right, so you just acting in the flesh, all carnal. Oh yeah, all the camps link up, and we're gonna fight against the Palestinians, man. Okay, you know, you're just allowing Esau to forward his agenda, man, which so let it be, man. But you know, the weapons of our warfare are spiritual, not carnal. Okay, but then also that is prophecy. Let me just bring this out real quick. 2nd Esdras 13 and 31, it says, and one shall undertake to fight against another. You see, this is the thing, man. The people of the world don't realize, you know, they're all in their feelings. Oh yeah, the world is it's such a sad place, and what's going on in the world, and oh my goodness, yeah, it just keeps getting worse. And you know what, you know, all the people, all the shit that the people in the world be talking, man. They don't realize that this is just prophecy unfolding, man. You know, this is why we have to be grateful that we've been given access to you know, the understanding of this truth. Okay, to where we know what time it is, man. We know why these things are happening, and we know ultimately the outcome of these things happening, man. All right, so it says in 2nd Esdras 13 and 31, and one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another. You know, you got the HOI talking about you know, as I said, you know, the camps link up on Saturday in Chicago, and they're gonna have it out with the Palestinians, man. Okay, and one realm against another. You know, Revelation 12 and 7, man. The dragon and his angel fought against Michael and his angels fought against the dragon and his angels. You know, the UFOs, the so-called UFOs, really, which are the angels of the Lord. You know, fighting against Esau's military fighter jets. All right, you know, so that's one realm against another, man. But you know, we're in that time, man. You know, it says in Ecclesiastes, what's it, Ecclesiastes 3, I believe, where, you know, there's a time for everything, man. A time for peace, a time for war, a time to love, a time to hate. Well, you have it, man. And we're in that time of war. Okay, so let me just read this precept before I go back to the article. It says, this is Revelation 11 and verse 14. It says, the second woe is past. All right, woe meaning destruction. You had World War I, you had World War II, and now it says, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right, so let's go back to the article. It says, Yemen Houthis have waded into the Israel-Hamas war, raging more than 1,000 miles from their seat of power in Sana'a, declaring on Tuesday, and this was just updated on the 31st of October, and today's the 1st of November, Wednesday the 1st of November. All right, it says, declaring on Tuesday they had fired drones and missiles at Israel in attacks that highlight the regional risks of the conflict. Okay, part of an axis of resistance backed by Iran. All right, hey man, and who's Iran linked up with, man? the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. You know, that alliance is forming, because they're going to come up against the NATO forces and the EU. And then ultimately the NATO and the EU are going to come up against Babylon the Great alongside with the BRICS nations. Okay, so we can see how the Most High is stirring the pot, man. He's working on the mind of these world leaders in order to bring forth the third woe. Let's bring this precept out real quick. All right, because you know you think, hey man, who is it? Them bug outs in Mississippi, man. One of the title of their recent videos is "There is Free Will." Get the fuck out of it, man. If there was free will, things wouldn't be happening according to prophecy. If there was free will, then these world leaders would be able to stop World War III from happening. Because if you knew that World War III is going to spell the destruction of your kingdom, all right, which is inevitable, because, you know, once them nuclear missiles are fired from both ends, you have an acronym called MAD, M-A-D, mutually assured destruction. So if you was in your right mind and you knew that if you press that button and you fire those nukes, there's going to be mutually assured destruction, and the destruction is going to be immensely catastrophic. If you was in your right mind, you'd want to make peace. So what are you talking about? There's free will, man. That's some bullshit, man. Proverbs 20 and 24. Man's goings are of the Lord. Therefore, how can a man understand his own way, man? So you know the Most High is not dealing with them, man. You know, you're coming in the name of a Grandma Kamar, man. Get out of it, man. You know. So these world leaders, man, you know, their actions, their decisions is going to lead to World War III. Okay, because you know, that's the prophecies, man. That's what was written to happen. This is how it's meant to go, so this is how it's gonna go. All right, so this is Proverbs 21 and verse 1, and I got another precept to counteract that there's free will argument, man. You know, but let's bring this first. Proverbs 21 and 1. It says, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. All right, so the Most High is working on the mind of these world leaders, and he's the one that's causing the alliances, the opposing sides, okay, which would then bring forth the complete destruction of this Edomite empire and the complete destruction of Babylon the Great, okay, aka America. Right? So another precept to, you know, counteract the argument that there's free will. All right, because as I said, if there is free will, man, you would want to make peace. All right, not bring forth the day of the Lord, which is gonna wipe out your wicked empire and then put you into slavery, man. Who in their right mind would willingly do that, man? Talking about there's free will, man. Boy, oh boy. So this is Sirach 18 and 1, and it says, he that liveth forever. Right, so this is talking about the Heavenly Father, man. He's the one that lives forever. Doesn't the scriptures describe him as the Ancient of Days? He has no beginning and he has no end. Okay, it says, he that liveth forever have created all things in general. All right, even the wicked for the day of evil, man. That's written in the book of Proverbs. Okay, it says in verse 2, the Lord only is righteous, and there is none other but he. So there ain't no Allah, ain't no Buddha, Yahweh, or Jesus, or, you know, whatever other name you're coming in, man. It says in verse 3, who governeth the world with the palm of his hand, and all things obey his will. So now you tell me, how the fuck can you make the argument that we have free will, man, when it just clearly says in the scripture that all things obey his will? Scriptures say, man, this time will come where they will not endure sound doctrine, man. You know, these prophecies are steady playing out, man. All right, for he is the king of all, by his power dividing holy things among them from profane. Okay, So that free will argument, that's out the window, man. All right, that's some bugged out bullshit. Okay. So the Lord put the spirit on this, on what's the group called, the Houthis, all right, to join the conflict and to fire their missiles over at Israel. All right, that was the Lord's will. All right, in the Lord's prayer, what does it say? Let thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Right, so reading on, it says, part of an axis of resistance backed by Iran, the Houthis have rallied behind the Palestinians since Hamas attacked Israel on October the 7th, opening a new front for a movement that has waged war for 8 years with Saudi-led coalition in the Gulf. It says here, Houthi military spokesperson Yahya Saree said in a televised statement the group had launched a large number of ballistic missiles and drones towards Israel, and there would be more such attacks to come to help the Palestinians to victory. You see, they believe that this is going to help the Palestinians to victory, but really what this is doing is that it is forwarding, the event of World War III happening, man. Okay, so really this is allowing prophecy to play out. Okay, so let's get the book of Joel. Before we get the book of Joel, let's get the book of Zephaniah, and I'm going to pretty much leave it there for the article. I'm going to leave the link in the description, Lord willing. Alright, I'm going to bring out the precepts now because the point has pretty much been made. Okay, Yemen has now joined the war, and many other countries are gonna do the same thing. Alright, as Elder Apostle Taha said, it's going to be World War III is going to stem from a conglomeration of various proxy wars, all leading into one. Alright, so it says here in Zephaniah 3:8, therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. So you got this HOI dude, man, talking about, you were going to link up on Saturday, get all the camps together, and then we're going to fight against the Palestinians, man. Like on some carnal bullshit, man. These sort of things play out, and then it just has you wondering, do these guys even know the scriptures, man? Okay, what happened to the weapons of our warfare are not carnal but spiritual? Let me see if I can even pull that. I believe it's somewhere in 1st or 2nd Corinthians. Weapons of our war. Sorry, Salaki. Our. You see this app, man. If you don't get the spelling exactly right, then you ain't getting your precept, man. Alright, this is 2 Corinthians 10:4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Oh yeah, man, let's all link up on Saturday and we're gonna have it out with the Palestinians. Yeah, that's carnal, man. Alright, the carnal mind is enmity with the Most High. Okay, thus saith the scriptures. It says, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds. So our weapons are spiritual, man. Not this carnal means, you're gonna, take matters into your own hands and deal with things the way you want to deal with things. All right, that's not how it works, man. That's not what's gonna get us the victory. All right, that's why, again, going back to Zephaniah 3:8, it reads, therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. So the Lord is going to be the one that's going to rise up to these to our enemies, man. And we have to, hey, man, our job is to what? Be a watchman, look out for the prophecies and to teach. Okay, that's what we're here for. We're not here to start waging war with wherever opposing force we feel like, because a certain what do you call it, man? Certain damn, I can't even think of the word, man. Because there was a particular altercation with a particular camp, all right, and the Palestinians during the protest, okay, and now you want to take matters into your own hands, and now you're setting up a link up for all the camps to come together, probably talking about Kwame Asharala, okay, and then you're just gonna have it out, man. No, man, that's not spiritual, man. That's not what the scriptures tell us to do. A lot of these guys, man, they claim, they know the Bible and they know the Most High, but then their actions prove otherwise. All right, so Zephaniah 3:8 from the top again. It says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey." All right. The Lord is going to fight for us. And one of the ways he's going to fight for us is by fighting through us. When he, Lord willing, he bestows his elect with that spiritual power. But now is not the time, man. We're just teaching, man. All right? We're meek right now. It says, "Until the day that I rise up to the prey, for my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy." Gone. And ultimately we need to know that this ain't gonna play out until the MOTB is brought to the scene, man. Things happen in a prophetic time frame. You can't just like you had people when this Israel and Hamas situation started to play out, people people thinking, oh yeah, we're gonna be in the kingdom of heaven next week. But then hold on a minute, what about the MOTB? That prophecy still ain't come to pass. So how can we just jump the gun like that, pretty much? Okay, when we're still waiting for certain things to take place on the world stage. Okay, so now let's go to Joel chapter 3 and verse 1, and it says, "For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Yehoiada and Jerusalem," which means, this is talking about how the Lord is gonna redeem us from our captivity. All right? We're about to be alleviated from this captivity. Okay, that's a future prophecy that's getting ready to take place. Verse 2. "I will also gather all nations," right, "and will bring them into the valley of Jehoshaphat," which is why that great river Euphrates in the Middle East has been drying up. I remember doing a lesson on that. I believe it was even in like 2021, maybe 22, but I believe it was in 2021, where there was reports of the river Euphrates drying up again. More prophecy. How can you, hey man, Isaiah 34:16, "None shall want her mate." How the hell can you not believe in the Bible, man, when everything is happening according to biblical prophecy, man? "Through thy precepts I gain understanding," man. Hey, we just have to praise Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. We have to thank Yahweh Hashem Yahshai that they woke us up, man. Because I'm telling you, man, our people are under a deep spell, man. They ain't got no idea what's going on, man. But they go to church every Sunday. Can you imagine? All right. So it says, "I will also gather all nations," Joel 3:2. "I will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat," which is in the Middle East. And the word Jehoshaphat means Yahweh's judgment. All right. Because these nations are getting ready to be judged. Okay. "And will plead with them there for my people." All right. Because this is where World War III is going to take place, in the Middle East. All right, that's why all these events are taking place where? In the Middle East. Okay. So like I'm just looking outside. And will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Because that the land has been parted, man. Even look how small the land of Israel today is. Really, the land of Israel, if I'm not mistaken, it goes all the way down from like the river Nile to the river Euphrates, man. All of that, Saudi Arabia and stuff, that's all our land, all right? And that's all going to be restored in the kingdom of heaven after the destruction is said and done. Oh, shit, man. Salaki, I'm just, I'm in transit, man. I'm just seeing the traffic up ahead, man. I'm going to have to be a naughty boy. Anyways, let me see. I want to jump down. I'm going to jump down in Joel 3:9, and it reads, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near." And that's what we see playing out right now. Okay? Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Because you got all these, other nations, that were once perceived as weak nations. They weren't strong, like India, for example. But now India has got nuclear capabilities, man. So these weak and then the scriptures say how Gog and Magog will be a guard unto these nations, man. I believe that's in Ezekiel 38. All right, so that's why, man. Therefore, wait ye upon me. We're not meant to take matters into our own hands and get all carnal about the situation that's at hand, man. All right, we need to understand that this is prophecy unfolding. Okay. It says in verse 11, "Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yehoshaphat." All right, so all the nations are going to gather into the Middle East. Okay, "For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about." All right, so this is what's getting ready to happen, man. This is what's happening right in front of our eyes. Okay, and boy, all these heathen nations are going to be judged, man. It says in verse 13, "Put you in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fat overflow, for their wickedness is great." So pretty much these nations, beginning with the nation of Esau, the Edomites, have pretty much come to the height of their wickedness, and the Most High is getting ready to judge the hell out of them, man. All right, that's what's happening. Okay, it says in verse 14, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. And that's exactly what we're seeing playing out, man. The day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision, man. Okay, so we just gotta let things play out, let the will of the Lord be done, and soon, man, it's gonna be clear for everyone to see exactly what's going on and who had the truth all along, man. Okay, so there was an interesting post I saw on Instagram last night, about a city in Turkey, Istanbul, okay, where pretty much they had a certain sign, which I'm not going to repeat it, I'm going to get the picture up, but they had a certain sign pertaining to the little hats, all right, that they ain't welcome in that land, in their land, all right. Let me pull up now, all right. This is what I saw on the gram. You see where it says the JOOS's not allowed, and this is in Istanbul 2023. So I went into the comment section, and the comment section was quite interesting, man. You know, you had a lot of people who were pretty much siding with the JOOS's, saying, oh, this is unacceptable and blah blah blah. You know, oh yeah, I won't be going to Turkey now. What, you have it. You know, pretty much they were cut, man. But you know, there was that. But then in reality, man, a lot of the people have woken up to these little hats, man. You know, a lot of people around that. What's going on around the world? Every Saturday you got protests, and they're protesting against who? The little hats, man. And the world is standing with the Palestinians. All right. So I found that quite interesting. All right, but which is why I got the other title for this video, saying how the curses are being flipped, because the curses are being flipped now. Because remember, where sometime in the 1900s, even prior to that, Israelites, so-called black people, weren't allowed in certain areas. You weren't allowed to be in that area. You weren't allowed to be in that shop. You couldn't sit on this side of the bus. All right. But now we're heading into a time where these curses are being flipped. And this is just a small beginning, man. Look at what it says. It says JOOS's not allowed. All right. And this is in Istanbul, in Turkey. All right. And Turkey, they're part of the NATO. Okay, but they're also gonna shoot missiles at Babylon the Great, aka America. All right, and America is closely linked with Israel. Okay, so we're starting to see these curses slowly fall on our enemies, man. All right, where they're now being looked at as the scum of the earth. They ain't being allowed in certain places. Every day I drive to work, and I drive past quite a few number of JOOS schools. The schools exclusively for the JOOS's, and there's extra security. You got policemen outside the school. You got the students and even the parents being walked to their car. Security is following them because the people. Hey man, you can cut the tension with a knife. The tension is thick, man. The people are waking up to the wickedness of these little hats. All right, Lord willing, they don't take down this video for this picture. But hey, man, I'm gonna try and post my backup channels on my about section on my page, just in case it happens, man. All right, but these are the times that we're living in, man. So Kahalayim La Yahabashim Yasha. And I'm gonna bring out this precept, because all them curses that fell upon us, that's written of in Deuteronomy 28, that's going to fall on them. All right. So it says quite simply here in Deuteronomy 30:7, it says, and the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemy and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. Khan. So the Lord is the one that's putting these curses on our enemies, man. All right, all the curses that fell upon us. All right, all the trials and tribulations we had to endure, all the hatred, all the nations that came up against us, all the you're not allowed here, you can't be there, you can't be in the same space as these people, man. All right, all those curses are now beginning to fall on these Edomites, beginning with the little hats, man. Because the other nations are looking at Esau like, you fucking devils, man. Because that's what they are, man. These you know, the Edomite, beginning with the little hats, you know, they're the devils that the Bible speaks of, man. And the whole world is, you know, the other nations are waking up to it, man. That's why with this whole conflict that's going on in Israel and Hamas, you know, these Edomites around the world, they ain't saying much. Because ultimately, that's their people, man. All right, that's causing all this havoc. All right, because you know, the Edomite was created to be wicked, man. He don't have a righteous bone in his body. You know, an Edomite that's a righteous individual, that's probably not an Edomite. That has to be a tear. You know, an Israelite that looks like an Edomite. Same way you have Edomites that look like Israelites. Okay. So let me just bring one more precept, just to further back the point. You know, because Esau is going to be reduced to such a low estate. It's going to be like, raw, what? You telling me this was the guy that caused all this destruction on the earth? And what, you have it? All right. So this is Isaiah 14. And let me get straight to the point, man. I'm going to start from verse 12, and it reads, how art thou fallen from heaven? Excuse me. Oh, what's that? I see a dead cat on the road. Yeah, damn. Alright, this is Isaiah 14 and 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? Alright, because Esau, he weakened the nations by way of his democracy. Alright. His medicinal, you know, pharmakia. You know, these medicines, these drugs, these what do you call it, man? These hokey pokies, man. All right, all to our destruction, to keep us dumb, dependent, and docile. Okay. All of these things Esau done, man. But now, you know, he weakened the nations. But now, as it says in Joel 3, man, let the weak say, I am strong. And that's exactly what we see playing out now. So it says in verse 13, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, right? I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. You know, you got that devil, what's his name? Noah, Yuval Harari, you know, who believes that he's above the Most High. You know, the Most High created things, and then they choose by natural selection what they deem to be worthy to remain alive and to be a part of the, you know, the world and the ecosystem and stuff, and what can be extinct. All right, like the Most High is not about to make these devils extinct. All right, so hey, Hebrews 10 and 31, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man. That's for sure. All right. So it says, thou said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will also sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. Right, that's talking about America. It says, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit, because you're getting ready to go back to your natural state, which is at the bottom. You know, you were Neanderthals, you know, wood wolves, a bunch of hairy, just animalistic like beings. All right, in the caves, man, cave dwellers. That's what Caucasian means, cave dwellers. All right, you lots were cavemen. You know, you'd wear your drawers until they would just, you know, slowly disintegrate and pretty much become a part of you. All right, you know, you devils, man. You ain't shit. All right, and you walking around with your chest puffed up. All right. It says in verse 16, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, saying, is this the man? All right, this is the point. Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Because you know, you're in the power seat now. At one point, you had everyone under your spell, but you know, the people are waking up. So that, rah, like, what is this the guy? You know, when they see you in the kingdom in your lower state, they're gonna be like, rah, What? This is these are the people that ruled the nation in wickedness and caused all these catastrophes and so on and so forth. What? This is the man. What? This Woodwose looking ass motherfucker here. Hell yeah, this is him. All right. It says that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of the prisoners. Khan, you destroyed the world, nor did you want to let the people of Israel go. All right, the real Israelites. You know, because as it says in Baruch 3:8, we are yet this day, Salaki. We are yet this day in our captivity, man. Okay. It says, all the kings of the nations, even all them lie in glory, everyone in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden underfoot. Okay, so Esau is getting ready to be destroyed and to be reduced to that low position, which really is his rightful position, man. All right, so these curses are being flipped. All right, they're now landing on Esau, Edom. He can't hide himself, man. All right, and just like how we had to experience in a period in history, you know, you can't sit on this side of the bus, you can't be in this store, you can't shop in the same place as the Edomites can, and what you have it, there was very much that segregation. But that's because that's what's getting ready to happen to these Edomites, beginning with the little hats, man. All right, so I pretty much made my point, man. You know, I ain't gonna beat a dead horse. I'm gonna leave it there. So I pray, Lord willing, this lesson has been edifying, and until the next time, I say shalom.